whole problem with growing up a young black man in Idaho was. Oh wait, that's a different life story. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's.
circle
We're
back
gonna
in real
circle.
quick.
Yeah, we're just gonna. Guys, we'll just.
Sure. Why not?
Yep.
Racism.
God damn it, Chris. The students gathered in the garden. They were all bright-eyed and excited. It was very rare for the master to teach the young initiates. Their hushed whispers came to a still as Preem Shea Mock slowly entered the garden. She gazed over each student's face until she reached the center of the gathering. "Here is my sword," said the master. "Your semiotics cannot contain it. Its blade is made of gloaming steel. Look how it whispers." There was a confused silence, and then, "But Master Shea," said a student, "you have no sword." The master smiled. "So it is. Preem Shea Mock on the blade of want." So, last time, our party had made it to the wonderful and mythical city that is Ozah, a city that sits on the top of a back of a great leviathan that shares its name. They arrived to the estate of House Mir, where they were greeted by its owner, lady, and master, Lady Mir, where they met, spoke briefly about a task that she needs doing into the eastern mountains of Brunelier, and the party has now have a few days to walk about, enjoy the city before a great water festival that is on the upcoming morning. After which, they should be able to get back onto a ship and head out to the east. But while in the city, Solwyn and Ragnan went about visiting cafes, getting new clothes at a tailor in preparation for this seemingly mysterious, mystical, and religious ceremony and festival that is upcoming, while Hafmir and Wulfric went to visit the Grand Silver Tower, Bontalir.
Listen, I may be a blood-soaked raider murderer, but I can appreciate architecture.
It's very fantastic architecture. A tower of gleaming silver, over 1,000 feet tall, where they met a monk by the name of Master Aurora, where Hafmir and Wulfric find themselves near the upper third of the tower, which is a very open area where the tower is supported by arched columns and uh, glassless windows, where gardens and very zen meditation areas reside, as well as training and sparring grounds, where Solwyn, or no, sorry, Hafmir finds himself in a
That's
30-foot sparring circle across from the Sunborn Aurora.
neat.
So, yeah. So, good evening, everyone. I'm welcome to another episode of KrakenQuest Gaming. This is session 3 of Beryl and the Shadow Kings, homebrew setting and 6-episode mini adventure. My name is Phil, and I'll be your DM. Joining me are Chris,
Hi, I'm playing Hofmir the Ren Monk.
James,
I'm playing Ragnan, the barbarian who seems to think that metaphors aren't really going to protect people from actual monsters fighting people, but that's just his opinion apparently.
Sam.
I'm playing Wolfric, the 7'6" monster of a barbarian who's turning out more lighthearted than I thought he'd be. But I'm cool with that.
And Catherine.
Playing Sulwyn, new to the world and amazed by everything.
What's your class?
Bardish.
When you say new to the world, do you mean that Solwyn is very young, or?
Not particularly. Hang left. Not particularly, but she stayed on the same farmstead for just shy of 30 years.
Great.
Gotcha.
She's like a pro tag. She's sheltered.
Was her village destroyed? And
No.
she got a magic sword?
I have both my parents and a sister, and nothing bad happened to my town.
Not a pro tag.
I'm not even sure that makes it's not only not a pro tag, Chris. I'm not sure they're a D&D character.
Yeah.
I don't think it exists.
No tragic backstory, no adventure.
Clearly lies that they've told themselves to make the world a more bearable place.
Or maybe I'm lying to you now, and you should all look into it.
But not tonight. So, we find ourselves up on top of Bontalir, one of the 9 great silver towers. It is cold. Bits of cloud move through this open space where monks are training, sparring. Some others are tending to garden areas. Some are sitting in meditation. And something that both Wolfric and Hofmir you've noticed is that while in this space, it is actually quite temperate. And in fact, you're actually maybe feeling a little warm in your heavy winter clothing.
Nice.
Yeah. Hofmir, you would actually just kind of know this to be a mystical, magical property of the towers themselves, as they are meant to be great refuges for Afari and people, and meant to be very self-contained and self-sufficient in many ways. But here you are, and you find yourself standing across from Master Aurora, who is standing there just kind of very straight, very even posture, but also relaxed, with their hands kind of cradled in front of each other. So, shall we start?
I'll just bow in response.
She bows and then begins reaching kind of into the interior of her robes, where she pulls out 2 daggers. And with that, we'll, I guess, go ahead and roll for initiative.
All right, cool. I got a 14 on mine.
Okay.
Wolfric's off to the side, like leaning up against the back. Fuck him up, kid.
Give me a moment. This is a really complicated initiative. Okay. So
14 ninjas appear around him.
Yep. So
Ninjas. Damn.
Aurora takes walks about 10 feet forward very slowly, and as she draws her daggers, and as she moves, like almost very like Doctor Strange, as her arms very slowly and fluidly move out, there 4 phantom limbs of great and bright prismatic fire kind of like radiate out around her, each one wielding in mirroring her weapons. So we have this just like fire Shiva. And
Fire Shiva.
yeah. Yep. I was
Shiva. Shiva.
Yep. I don't.
Exactly right, yeah.
Every fucking time.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. We hit that part of the schedule. I scheduled 30 seconds for that joke.
Scratch Venture Bros reference off the list.
Yep. Just scratch that off on your KrakenQuest bingo
R.I.P.
cards, everyone. And basically takes a defensive stance and basically is waiting for you to act.
All right. I mean, if we're doing this, I'll do the same.
Okay.
So Hoffmir is going to just follow the lead of what he sees. Stretches his arms out as similar arms burst forth in flame from his back.
Just like erupting out.
Yeah.
What color are the
I don't
flames,
think-
or what kind of appearance do they have?
Like a dark, more like a dark smoldering color of flame.
Okay.
And I don't think that they wield any weapons. I think they're just fists.
Okay.
It's a pretty good remake of Asura's Wrath.
Yeah, that was one of my goals with this setting. I don't know what that is.
And I'm assuming you mean that it's just my turn. Then.
It is your turn.
All right.
They have they have taken a defensive stance. I guess I should say the dodge action.
Sure.
And are.
All right. I'll move in to strike first.
Okay.
Man, it's going to be a DBZ filler episode.
Yep, that's exactly what this is. There's just going to be like nothing but like 20 like solid minutes of dialogue, 2 minutes of fighting.
Not even that. I thought it was, just be them two standing off. We get some wind blowing in, and then eventually the
there definitely is the flowing wind effect, and I imagine with both of these characters' robes and sashes effects that's just looking baller. Peak Piccolo right here. So yeah. But yeah, what do we do?
I'll take a strike with my longsword at the Sunborn.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
8.
You come in with a dash across this circled sparring and just do a quick lunge, like very gladiator, just trying to do a lunge and a thrust, and immediately your blade is caught in two of the fiery limbs. Is there anything else on your turn? That was your
Nope.
Yeah. Oh right, yeah, because it's bonus action to do
summon
ignite,
the flame.
Yeah, to summon the flames. She parries your sword down low to the ground, and quickly moves around your left, kind of moving behind you, and is going to make an attack at you with one of the daggers.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit your AC?
It does not.
So yeah, as your sword is thrown down into the ground, you see them moving, and as they make a thrust with the dagger towards your kind of backside, you just kind of go with the momentum and just kind of move into a roll.
Mm-hmm.
At which point they lunge at you with one of their fiery arms, which is a better 11. Does a 16 hit your AC?
It does not.
Yeah, you're just just moving it out of the way. You like the flaming arm with its fiery dagger is just like comes at you like it's almost like multiple scorpion tails just like coming in at curved angles, and this time one of your fiery arms just grabs the thrusting thing, the dagger like going through its fiery palm, coming out the other side, and you just move it away. And it is back to you.
I've now remembered that I'm allowed to attack twice per turn.
Got a little
See, I was just
excited.
testing the waters initially.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not used to playing a higher level 5th edition character.
Yeah.
Me either.
Right?
Well, I
All
could've just said
right.
I'm not used to playing.
You do not have disadvantage right now.
Okay. First swing with the longsword is a 25 versus armor class.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 12 damage.
12 slashing damage.
It is.
Okay.
Follow up is the same.
Really
attack
nice.
with AC.
Sorry, say again.
It was also a 25
That hits.
for 8 more slashing damage. And then why the hell not? Let's throw in a flurry of blows
Okay.
and make 2 unarmed strikes with my resplendent flame fist. So that's a natural 20
Fuck. Yeah.
and
Oh,
and a 10. So the 1 will be 16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. Okay, and then you said the second flurry of blow was a 10?
Yes, 10
Okay.
versus AC.
Okay, that definitely does not hit. So you just come back with a swiftness and power that maybe they weren't expecting. Maybe you just found that sweet spot. Your years, decades of training kicking in, and you just start bashing in and land very, very palpable blows. They tried to catch your fiery fist with theirs, and it just kind of like just blew through and started actually hitting onto their body, but not as well as you initially thought. And as your fiery flames, fiery fists,
flames.
just kind of like
Flames?
bursts like in plumes against their side, then recoiling back into a fist. You see what looks like a almost gritted brick texture between you and where the blow was. These just like little like almost veins of fire that seem to have blocked or cushioned some of the blow. And as you move back into a stance ready for whatever's going to come at you next, the pattern disappears.
Okay.
And the two of you lock eyes, and there's just a very satisfied though subtle smile on her face as she then starts coming at you. First
Okay.
with a dagger. That's an 19 to hit.
That one will hit.
Okay. for 4 damage. As a blade just is coming at you, and it just barely makes contact with one of the sides of your shoulders, leaving just a very thin red line. Does a 26 hit
Does indeed.
for 6 slashing damage as a blade comes in low and just slashes across one of your thighs. And then we said a 16 doesn't hit, right?
16 does not hit.
Okay. So yeah, once again now these fiery hands are just coming at you, a blur of rainbow prismatic flame. You are able to keep one off you, and then a 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
As 12 fire damage. Just like a blow comes square into your chest and just begins to plume across it.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna resist some of that.
Yep.
Being a Vren.
Yes. Yeah. I was really sad when Elemental Adept only does spell stuff, which is dumb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says spells, and I was like, that's stupid.
I'm gonna make my own elemental adept with blackjack and hook.
I know, right? And yeah, no, that's back to you. And this entire time, I just imagine the two of you are like moving around each other, trying to like find a way. At this point, I imagine y'all are pretty close to the center of the ring, which is again 30 feet in diameter.
Pretty large.
And because it wasn't explicitly stated, but hopefully inferred, ring out is an acceptable form of victory here. This isn't to the death, right?
Yeah. I figured it wasn't to the death.
Yeah.
All right. My go then?
Yes.
All right. What's a thought? Do I have any ability to enhance a throw or anything? Huh. It's a thought. All right. Let's swing with the longsword.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
19 to hit.
Your blade comes actually you know what? Describe what you believe will be a hitting blow.
So the first strike was blocked by her arms intervening.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like kind of like pull back and like come kind of from the opposite side below.
Okay.
With a slash.
You swing in and you navigate this myriad of limbs that the master has produced. You swivel behind and make a swing with your sword, and before it comes within a foot of her, it just seems to ricochet off some unseen thing, and again, just like radiating out from where the blade strikes. Again, this almost brick-like pattern of fire appears, and you start where before it was like a smaller area. You start to see this like ripple out like 5 feet in width, and then it just slowly fades.
And then I think for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. That is +2 AC as long as concentration is maintained.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of step back and take a defensive stance myself, as kind of like a flame ward of my own kind of surrounds me.
Okay. Yeah, just like a fiery aura envelops you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does it? I assume the fire matching the tone of your arms.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Precisely.
Okay. So yeah, as you take a steps back in Dawn, your fiery armor, she turns and takes in your visage and says, "To be born with fire." As she just rushes you and leaps into the air. Does Shield of Faith is +2 armor, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck you! I rolled an 18.
19 AC.
Yeah.
I'm so good at this game.
Yeah, you're just so fucking good at this game. Herm. But yeah, this go around, that's a 20 to hit this time. As I keep rolling minimum damage on these daggers, I've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1 each time with each of these, so that's 4 slashing damage. As it kind of just like can definitely tell there is like a strained resistance as the blade pierces into your like right bicep, and it's quickly drawn, and she's gonna try and sweep the leg.
All right, cool. I got a 10 on my concentration.
Okay, yeah, you're good. That's an unarmed strike for 16. And then I guess we're gonna do. I rolled an 18 again. So yeah, like she's just throws like two, like kind of like, you know, I don't martial arts, but like like 2 fist punch, like these fiery hands just come in and you just like catch them as they were about to hit you square. You caught her hands that she was trying to throw and just keep them inches away from your abdomen and just throw them aside as the flames retract and assume their shape. And it's back to you.
All right. Swinging in my sword, kind of like following through with the momentum of like shoving her aside. 14
does not hit.
And then coming up with a follow-up strike from below for a 19.
That hits, and this time no barrier seems to impede your path.
And I'm gonna push in and like after slashing with the weapon for 7 damage. I'm gonna knock her across the face with the pommel
Okay.
for a strike.
Okay.
So I'll need a con saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw. Let's see. How good am I at these? Not as good as I'd like to be. 14?
DC 15. She's stunned.
Okay. Then yeah. Oh yeah, you just like clock her upside the head. She her steps fumble for a bit. You can tell that her vision is kind of going white and blurred, and nope, we're not. Nope. Nope. Yeah, nope, that's not base monk. Okay, yeah, stunned. It's their turn. They're stunned. They can't do anything. It's your go.
Did they also drop anything they were holding?
I don't think a stunned creature drops anything they're holding. Let me double check real quick while Chris contemplates what they're going to do. Ah! These pages, why have they come loose?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it was
I think it's maybe paralyzed or something.
paralyzed.
But yeah, we're GTG. So what are we doing, Chris? You have advantage on all attacks.
All right, so I'm just gonna go ham with my last key point.
Okay.
So slash, and then flurry of blows.
Honey baked, motherfucker.
Okay.
So
Let's hear those attack rolls.
19 on the first.
Stunned. Can they take? Is incapacitated. Or reactions. Okay, yep, no reactions. 19 hits.
All right, cool. For 12 damage.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Somehow barely misses. Seemingly like while they themselves falter, there's just like a flurry of motion from the fiery arms, preventing you from landing the blow.
All right. And then the flurry of blows is a 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
For 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
For 6 more fire damage.
Okay.
So just pressing the attack with this open chance.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay. They come out of their stun. Just like at this point, like all the arms just kind of move into a defensive position, and you can see there's like already a very fast bruise forming on like the side. Blood is beginning to trickle down their cheek. They're squinting. You have learned very well. And as they move, 2 more arms appear. One with a glaive, the other a longsword.
There's gonna be like a look of shock and respect on Pierce's face.
Game has recognized game.
But can you go one level beyond?
Yeah, basically. And at this point, you now can just see that brick pattern is now just beginning to form and come in and out around her, almost like a column that rises and goes above her height, which she honestly wasn't that tall, maybe 5'4", and you can truly see as with the emergence of these other two arms, a just like obelisk of this pattern rises up around her, and you feel like you can start to see a bead of flame appearing kind of between and above their eyes, like just like a smoldering white hot ingot of iron. And they're going to take a. They're not going to take the dodge. They're excited to see what's happening. Because at this point they're also just grinning ear to ear, and it's a little unsettling. Because there's also definitely like an excitement in their eyes, and they're passing the turn.
All right. I'm gonna like take like a half step back, and then just like charge at them and try to shove as hard as I can.
Okay. That's a contested athletics check, I believe.
Yes, but because of the arms, I can use my wisdom, right?
Correct. Thank you for reminding me, because so can they.
Yeah, I figured, but
and
it's the difference between a -1 and a +4 for me.
That's a very good point. Okay, they rolled poorly, and then they did better. Okay. What'd you get, Chris? I got a.
It could also be.
Yeah, I was about to say I got a 16.
I got a 19.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you use your attack action, and you're surprised because your fiery appendages all kind of come in, they lock, and there's just like a merging of two focal points, and that the flame is intermingling and just at this point glowing just white hot, like two miniature suns, and it's just glaring in both of your faces. The area around them, Wolfric is just fully lit, and it's gleaming off the silver pillars in the area. That's actually almost it is lit AF, and it's actually almost hard to see them. Just two silhouettes in this bright light. And you get the upper hand in this, Chris. So you are able to push them 5 feet, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they begin giving ground. Even with advantage on athletics checks. So that was your action. What else do you want to do?
I don't know if I have any bonus actions I can take at the moment. I'm looking now.
You didn't make an attack with a monk weapon or an unarmed strike, so you don't get martial arts.
Right. So that might be all I can do without having any key points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. They're going to the vestigial arm still locked into these fiery focal points. Is going to I think they're just kind of still locked, and then you see like merge down these two arms, and they're just going to like throw punches into your gut, or at least attempt to. Does a 20 hit your AC?
It does.
Okay. And then I assume a 9 does not hit your AC?
It does not.
For this time, 11 fire damage, ignoring your resistance.
What? Bullshit.
You, for the maybe possibly the first time in your life, you feel
Is this
just
burning? I think this is what burning feels like. Is this what I've been doing to people?
I'm a monster. But yeah, actually, just these prismatic flames just begin to sink into your skin, and you can feel just the burning heat and the pain as it begins to blister. And it's back to you.
All right. Just trying to push through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna keep going for it. Keep pushing at her.
Okay. Give me some attack rolls. So,
ooh. That's a 23 athletics.
oh, to keep pushing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see what they get. I just rolled 2 3s for
Baller.
12. 12? Double checking. Yeah, 12, because, yeah, they're getting their wisdom and their proficiency. So, yeah. I'd say at this point, that's 5 feet, y'all have moved. I'd say you have her, at this point, 10 feet away from the edge of the circle. Oh, wait, no, it's there, y'all are in the middle. I'm sorry, no, 5 feet from the edge of the circle.
Okay, that was my reasoning as well.
Yeah, sorry, I was like 30 feet. 30-foot radius. Let's do this, Philip. No, wait. Other word. Diameter. Okay. Anything else?
Just kind of trying to bear through the pain. I'm gonna use my second wind.
Okay. Oh, yeah, fighter level.
Yeah.
So heal, it's a D10 plus 1?
Fighter is best
Yes.
dip class.
Really is.
Maybe yeah, maybe.
Cleric
Maybe.
is another really good one.
I've
Cleric
enjoyed-
is at level 1.
Yeah,
I've
Cleric's
enjoyed-
great. Rogue is great.
I've enjoyed Bard for dip, actually, in the past. Rogue isn't bad either, just that sneak attack.
Yeah.
All right.
How many hit points did you heal?
4. I'm at 19
Wow.
now.
Working through the burn. Okay. At this point, yeah, the hands are coming back. This time for a 14 to hit.
Another miss.
And then a 12 to hit. Yeah, you just don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't. Oh, real quick, actually, Chris, did you run roll concentration for that 11 fire damage?
17.
You're GTG, my friend. Yeah, you have her 5 feet from the edge of the circle.
All right.
Your go.
Let's just keep going for it. That one's a 19.
Well, my first roll was a nat 1, but advantage into a nat 20. 25. Oh, wait, sorry, 29. So, I don't get to push you back. I've just stopped you from pushing, right? That's how that works?
Yep.
Okay then. Back to them. They're feeling it. Oh, what are we doing, Philip?
What's led you to this in your life?
Yeah, hello.
You should have taken that offer and gone to Thailand.
Yeah, I really should have. They were gonna make me mayor.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just let's just go at it this time. If we can, a 12 to hit with a dagger,
Miss.
a 10 to hit with a dagger. I'm throwing this die across my room.
Miss.
19 to hit with a fiery blow.
That is my armor class.
Okay. This time I do this and this, so we have 8 fire damage that breaks resistance,
Okay.
and then another blow at a 22 for 11 fire damage that breaks resistance.
All right. I am unconscious.
Yeah, so you're pushing her. Her ankles at this point are like inches from the circle, and she just basically twists away from the break, kind of falling like parallel to the edge of the circle. And as she falls, you just feel like very quick succession of and just a torrent of fire washes over you, and you both both of you just hit the ground. And she's just like panting and heaving. You're down, you're at 1 hit point just at the end, and then she quickly just gets to her feet with just all of these weapons pointed at different parts of your body. The fiery glaive just underneath your chin.
I yield.
Well fought. At this point, Chris, you have now noticed there are a lot of eyes on you. At this point, whether it was your focus on the moment, your eyes locked with your opponents, there's a solid 20 students who have gathered about 15 feet off from this circle, just all around. All of them are just cheering and yelling and clapping their hands at a very intense, very impressive bout. As you get a sense that they don't see Aurora spar that often.
Mm-hmm.
And their shroud of flames quickly just warps in. The last thing fading, the glowing hot bead in their forehead just disappears, and she lowers a hand to help you up.
I accept it.
Yeah, pulls you to her.
But breathing hard still.
Yeah, you've learned very well. What tower did you come from? Where did you learn?
I actually forget which one. Or I don't know if I ever knew the name of.
As I recall, it was Toale.
Okay.
It was the one that was off the map that was supposed to be on the map that you couldn't find by the lake, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's Toale. Most of the cities that contain towers are named for their towers.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, Toale. Toelle.
Cool.
Yeah.
I trained at Toale for many years, and recently sought out to see what the other towers have for me to learn.
Well, feel free to stay here as long as you wish. Children of Flame always welcome. But why don't we go back downstairs and take some respite? It has been a while, and I have other things though that I'll need to attend to. See to Master Juro. I think he will have returned from his fishing trip soon, hopefully. And you get a sense of like mild annoyance as they say the words fishing trip.
I have heard he is quite fond of his leisure time.
He is, though there are things to do in little time to do it. But he'll do as he always has, and you know, who knows? Maybe we'll still be better for it without him. But come, I'm sure you need a rest, and I'm sure your companion would like to see more of the temple's splendor.
Why not?
Good. So yeah, you all retreat down the stairs into the confines of the temple. The students go back to doing their tasks, whatever chores or training or meditations they were a part of, and uh, the day for the four of you, unless there was anything y'all wanted to mention or do, I believe kind of comes to an end as Solwyn and Ragnan have done all of their shopping and doing. Or was there anything else y'all wanted to do before presumably going back to Lady Mir's estate?
No, I think we just wander around, taking in views and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, of which the city does have many. You start to get a feel that there's lots of different districts of kind of like different of regions that have formed, and then there's of course just kind of the blurred lines and edges where cultures and customs have come together. Any food you partake, many places have adopted almost fusions of different things, and like a barbecue, like kind of like you'll get like a great barbecue pork that's like a fusion of like of Texan and Korean kind of deal.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Nope. Metaphorically speaking. But yeah, it's just that fusion of styles and aesthetics seems to permeate the place, which does certainly match the different peoples and cultures across it. And I imagine it's getting close to evening as you return to the estate, passing the two guards, which have surprisingly seem to have shifted whatever duration of scheduled watches the guard on this chateau have seem to have finally rotated, and you're able to just again walk through this very well maintained, very beautiful garden estate, taking the winding side path through the gardens, the sound of bamboo clacking on stone as and the just ever so faint sound of flowing water in the distance. Everyone give me a quick perception check.
No.
21.
4.
14.
25.
Okay. Solwyn and Hofmir, you two are the first to notice that as you are following the garden path back to the western wing of the building, something catches your eye that maybe you just hadn't noticed before or didn't read into it, but where there seems to be a cluster of bamboo, you can see faint a mist of steam rising kind of through it and above it. And you hear the sound of light humming. Very melodical, very soothing. It very quickly captures your ears and your senses, and any weariness that you may have felt from just, walking all day, going all day, fighting a master of a sacred shrine, immediately actually seems to feel like it's beginning to melt away. If it wasn't felt like it was implied Hofmir, you would have had more than enough time for a short rest and any
Yeah, I
healing
was
you would have
just about
done.
to.
Um, um, yeah. So yeah, and as you do any of that, if you have any hit points left that are unhealed, you immediately healed 9
All right.
on top of whatever you got.
9, 10, 11, 12, 19 plus 9, so that's 28. Okay.
Yeah. So were you at full, or just under?
I was not.
You healed.
I only spent 3.
Okay. Well, you healed
that
9 more. You healed 9 more.
Cool.
And you just feel any aches left in you just immediately begin to just fall away.
Lovely.
But yeah, that's what 2 of you notice as you're as you've been walking on the path.
I turn to the others. I'm like, does Lady Mir have a hot tub?
It would not surprise me.
I would actually be kind of surprised if she didn't.
Again, you hear the clack of bamboo on stone.
Damn rock keeps hitting that stupid bamboo, and I don't get why.
I've heard it's meant to scare wild animals, but I don't know if such a concern is valid here.
Yeah, that seems a little odd.
It is at this point.
It also is
that,
helpful for meditative purposes, I've heard.
Yeah. It's at this point that Ragnan and Wolfric, y'all can also now begin to hear the humming, and again, you're for a moment just very quickly captured by it, and find it incredibly pleasant. Very attractive, very charming.
I'm gonna go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find out what's up.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
If there is a hot tub here, I would like to partake.
Okay. So y'all walk maybe just a few feet off the path, and as you do, you kind of notice some small garden. While this isn't like a cut path like the one you've been walking on with very tight tessellated like stones, this is now more of just a well-trodden path, a place where the ground has been walked many times, and you start to notice very small, soft lanterns lining it. And as you do, you find a break in the bamboo that was forming this kind of natural barrier, and you can just very quickly are filled with the scent of flowery oils and scents, lavender, maybe a hint of vanilla, with a slightly nutty undertone. And out before you is what seems to be a heated, watered pool. Wicker furniture, of like benches and pulled racks that seem to hold cloths. One has like a a robe, kind of very like a kimono style, kind of like splayed out, a beautiful piece of fabric with ornate imagery upon it, glimmering faintly with hues of golden thread. A warm light seems to actually rise from the water itself, almost like the floor seems to have a luminous glow. It's faintly, not quite bubbling, but like that motion that you get with hot water. And a veil of steam rising up and out of it.
I am already undressing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And-
Wolfrick's already cannonball.
I was about to say, and sitting in the middle of it as you got closer, the humming becoming louder, a figure that most of you have come to recognize, in especially Hoffmir having spent an amount of time in this person's presence, is Lady Mir.
How dressed is she?
Her back to you, naked, just
Okay, cool.
completely without clothes. You maybe see like a warm, wet cloth draped around the back of the neck, and her hair is down and just wavy, like wet curtains of scarlet red hair.
Solon just didn't want any more like social faux pas, but if she looks naked, Solon's stripping off and getting into.
At which point, passive perception.
Passive.
I have y'all's passive perceptions.
Okay.
Solon and Hoffmir, you two notice something if you begin approaching the edge of the sauna, onsen, hot tub space that you can see very faintly past the long flowing red hair, two vertical scars that seem to go down Lady Mir's back, like a solid from like just like maybe 3 inches under the shoulder, and just kind of go straight down like a solid 2 feet. The other, like, these horrid, and it actually brings a little sadness into you to see these terrible marred scars on what is otherwise seems to be a pristine and frankly flawless form. Like it brings the same sadness to you it would to see someone like take a dagger through a priceless painting.
Well, I should have suspected it was you humming. It's surprising that it carried so far. Well, I guess not that far. I didn't hear it, but
You did begin to hear it eventually, yeah.
Wolfrick is already in.
Solon too.
I was wondering when you would all return. Did you enjoy the city? She says, like, not just turning her head over her shoulder, her golden eyes kind of capturing the kind of like flickering light of the lanterns in the area. Again, her eyes gold, her irises a pearly white, no pupils.
oh, Rognon's getting undressed. He has to undo his hair though, and it
Mhm.
takes a bit of time.
Yeah.
This city has much to offer. I can see why you enjoy being up here so much.
They have ginger eclairs. I bought one for you, Hoffmir, and one for you, Wolfrick.
And spicy chocolate cake.
Yeah, we ate that.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait to partake.
Yes. Oh damn it! What was that place called? It was the yes, there it is. Yes, Liza does do a wonderful job, doesn't she?
Yeah. I am stocking up before we leave this place.
If you have time, you should go by a little place on the tail side, a tiny little hole in the wall called Brood Awakening. Very, very lovely. At this point, you can just see that she's like very slowly taking like a white silk cloth and just slowly like squeezing water off like on her shoulders and in other areas. So please do come in. The springs just melt the tension.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Hoffmere will start to disrobe and join. I'm surprised that you're able to have heated water on such a geography.
Yes. A few small a few small enchantments to bring some homey comforts. Did you have time to make your way to the tower today? I'm way out of shot. Just
We did. I had a lovely sparring match with Master Aurora, and really got to see what the tower has to offer. I feel.
I'm sorry, Chris. Did you say have you, as in like a question there at the end, or like
No.
asking if she had been there? Okay, I thought I heard inflection as a question.
Oh.
Yes, it is quite the marvelous sight. Truly, the gods are able to wrought such miracles. And Wolfric Ragnan, did you take in many sights of the city?
Tower is pretty impressive.
I went to that closed place that you recommended. Got myself something nice for the festival tomorrow. Saw a lot of sights in the town. Decided not to go to the tower. Just didn't feel appropriate yet.
That is fine. So yeah, at that point, she just kind of beckons anyone who hasn't gotten in to get in if they want. And yeah, so if anything particular points of conversation or going entrances or
What the
whoops.
hell are you trying to scare away?
Oh, it's for the ambiance. Like you mentioned, this is a strange geography, a wondrous place. It reminds me of my old home.
Do I believe her? Because I'm not sure that Catherine does.
Roll an insight check. As I figure out.
Woo! 4.
4. Oh,
It's fine. I don't care that much apparently.
deadpan. You have no reason to disbelieve them. And much like your first encounter with them, it feels almost impossible to get a read on them. Between their kind of dramatic quirks of personality, turns of phrase, it's impossible to get a read on any what's the word I'm looking for? Insincereness. Everything comes off like sincere but times 10. So it's yeah. She just seems to enjoy it. Reminds her of a different place, and the idea of like kind of removing the idea of that this location isn't where it is, right? That idea of surrealness and making feeling a place feel grounded and real.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I just enjoy the rhythmic noise.
I got nothing for her.
Okay. Okay. Well then, yeah. After a few minutes, as she had you kind of get a feel had been there a while. Gets up and makes for the edge, taking the very nice robe, draping it over their person, as they do very quickly, kind of like puts their hair up and puts up the pipe that you've seen her do before into it, and I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and I'll see you all at the festival. And please, again, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. And then gives just a very pleasant smile and leaves.
She's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she wants something from us.
I feel like she just dislikes me, but whatever.
Philip, I love you, but I'm not gonna bang Joe's waifu on the show. Somebody had to say it.
I mean, if you weren't going to, no one was there. So
Yeah.
Look. Anyway, so yeah, you all enjoy the very warm waters. You can, the humming of a tune that she had as she left fades into the distance, and y'all are just left there. You enjoy the warm water. It's a very relaxing evening for picking a person out of no particular reason. Ragnan, you notice that there's actually a small platter of like fresh food just off to the side on one of the benches, and 5 cups and a bottle just kind of off to the side.
Who noticed that?
You did.
Oh, I guess I'll get out and grab it and bring it over.
Yeah.
I should have asked her what the whole eating here situation was, but I'm sure if it's here, it's for everyone. So, cheers.
Wolfric takes some, drinks it, starts smacking a rock with a piece of bamboo. You know, there's something to this.
Nice. And speaking of that noise, you do actually notice off to a side, just about 10, no, it'd be more than that, like 20 feet off, just into the garden, what seems to be a very strange, like, ring of water wheels. And you can see a rock that is basically very slowly moved across water wheels that is then dropped onto lengths of bamboo. That seems to be making the noise.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's not like your typical.
No, I decided to. Y'all were making the joke of rock hitting bamboo. I decided to go with it. You're welcome. You all won.
I didn't know that I was.
I didn't know we were doing something.
Yeah. Anyway,
I have
so
so much power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did we win?
The
Rock
pleasure
hitting
of
bamboo.
the pleasure of shaping the DM's world.
Could I exchange it for an item of greater or lesser value?
Do you have a receipt?
I have
No.
video proof.
Well, then, no. There no returns without a receipt. Anyway, y'all enjoy the evening, enjoy the food. It seems to just be mostly like fresh fruit and like baked biscuits, British biscuits. So, cookies, ginger, and vanilla. And yeah, otherwise, y'all are able to return to your rooms, bunk up however y'all want in these spaces, and move on to the oncoming water festival.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Water festival me up, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of water festival, I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't we take a quick break real quick, and we'll come back. So like 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Okay.
Fart nuggets.
Oh man, hilarious.
See, Chris, isn't it fun?
It is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, is that something y'all do to Chris every time y'all come back from a break?
It's something I used to do.
Nice. I must have. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
No,
he
I
got
remember that now.
Very mad about it.
Okay. So you all once again wake up in the western wing of the estate of House Mir. The rooms just as lavish as they were before, large and inviting, almost cavernous, huge beds, 10 by 12 to be splayed out upon. And as each of you wake up to greet the morning, as just coming to a very calm awakening, as the side of the building you're on, there is no sun to come in through the windows to wake you. So you just get that very, I am fully rested, that really nice weekend sleep in feel.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what that's
Ooh,
like
long
anymore.
rest.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I should say something more relatable. When you actually get your 15-minute break at work.
Oh shit. I feel so attacked right now.
I just attacked myself right now. Anyway. So yeah, you wake up in
Oh, I don't relate to that at all.
yeah, in your rooms, and each of you does actually notice something at the foot of your bed. Or at least let's see here. Havmir and Raknin do. The other it seems to be a very neatly folded up pile squared pie. Yeah, a nicely neated folded up burp just waiting for you there at the end of a very like square of cloth of like white, blues, and golds.
I'll bite.
Again at the end of Wolfric and Havmir's beds.
Oh, Wolfric and Hoffmir's bed.
Yes.
You said Ragnan.
I meant Wolfric and
They're both
Havmir.
barbarians.
They look exactly the same. I can't tell them apart. Look at them with their
Classist.
dark hair and beards and headphones and gray top clothing.
Mine's green.
Not in this light, it's not.
Right.
That
Oh,
looks gray.
It looks
okay.
great.
Well, I need to adjust my lighting because this is green.
It's not. Anyway,
James is the new dress.
okay. So yeah, you all wake up, and yeah, the two of
I'll
you
look
just
at it.
okay. It just seems to be like a very simple length of cloth that seems to be meant to essentially you can tell it's a type of garment that's meant to just simply drape over a shoulder and wrap around the waist with a golded thread sash.
All right. Well, let's see if I can figure out how to put this on properly.
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check?
It's not wisdom based. This would be an investigation check.
Oh, I would have
Alright.
assumed it was like a charisma dress yourself check.
Investigation.
I'll
check.
accept a
We're at
charisma
-1.
as well.
Let's do this.
I'll accept a charisma as well.
I'll do the investigation. I got a 20.
For comedic
looks
effect,
great.
you
Wolfric.
both walk out.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Out at the same time. At which point, Wolfric, you realize you have it both on the wrong shoulder because it's backwards.
It's also,
But
like,
otherwise,
torn.
it's more of something that accentuates your clothing rather than is an individual garment itself. It's more like an accessory piece. That kind of does like a wave, so like it covers the shoulder and then it comes to the side and drapes down the opposite leg.
I think if I just kind of lift it, you can
Yeah.
shimmy around.
Yeah, you pull your arms in. It's hard because they're so beefy, and the silhouette just doesn't. And it's kind of like turning your shirt around by pulling your arms in.
Yeah.
Rather than just taking it all off. At which I imagine Ragnan and Sol would come out to this scene of them adjusting cloth.
I'm pretty sure you could just take it off and put it back on again. But what do I know?
That's what you sound like.
Wonderful. I need to go grab my clothes. I think they should be ready by now.
Oh,
Or actually,
you got those same day. She had the seamstress had them ready like within like a few hours. Y'all were
Okay.
able to pick them up same day.
So that I'm dressed in that outfit.
Yeah.
Could
I'm
you
dressed
describe
like
it?
me.
Yeah, which again you see there yeah, a sets, and yeah, you're starting to notice actually that both Solwyn, Havmir, right, the clothing you've bought for this or have been provided all seems to have a very similar color aesthetic of blues, golds, and white.
Reminds me of high school.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Oh yeah, y'all were private school babies.
Yeah, man.
Well, and the colors were blue and gold.
yeah, we had.
Oh, really?
Blue and
Oh,
gold.
I just yeah,
Mine was
I
too, but I was a
Mine was-
political idiot.
yeah
Mine was
I
And then there was a lot of white accents.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
but-
picked them because they match the color palette of what is to come. So
I figured.
coincidences. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't spy on your yearbook.
Good. Because apparently my picture's not in there for some reason, which I don't know why.
Anyway, so
Being to ask if you remembered why, Sam.
yeah.
I don't even remember.
Redbeard didn't
Yeah.
exist until.
Because I remember thinking
He didn't. Yeah, no picture. No, there is
Was
no
it- was it the
documentation.
senior pictures where they photoshopped my beard off my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What?
They
Because you
photoshopped
weren't.
my
You
hair
guys-
shorter and my beard off my face because they decided that senior pictures that we had taken over the summer had to adhere to the school's dress code.
Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
So
was
anyway,
fucking hilarious.
you all get dressed and kind of begin shuffling out of your rooms, getting everything the way it's supposed to be. Head out the western side path, heading towards this festival that you know is in the early, not early morning, but in the morning. Make your way onto the main path. Get to the front gate. Same new guards that were there, but as you see waiting for you the throne from Lady Mir's room that you saw her in, and now you see it is lifted up on the shoulders of 4 of her guards in the golden bronze. Yeah, it's a palanquin that's just being carried as she's just there in a lavish dress similar to yours, but you can tell of an infinitely higher quality and like almost like a ceremonial pauldrons on like draped over her, like a mantle of what seems to be just gold ornate armament. Gold rings and bracelets cover their form. They're all adorned, hair up in the fabulous pompadour, but no longer ruby faceted gold ornaments, instead now sapphire. It's just almost like there's just been like someone took the hue and moved the slider over on her outfit.
So she's a higher level version of the same mob.
Yeah, basically. That's how that color hierarchy works, right?
Or she has a different elemental affiliation.
Possibly. Well then, let's enjoy a festival. As y'all begin making your way into the city
Why do I
proper.
get the feeling Wolfric and Hofmir have signed up for like a death game or something?
2 shall enter, only 1 will leave. But yeah, you all begin entering off the property, moving into the city proper, heading once again, Solwyn and Ragnar notice, to that central park that it makes for the interior of the city. So you enter just like a very nice public green space. Lots of trees. You can see picnicking areas, winding paths, and as you do, you can a density of the population begins to get denser and denser. Again, you see people either in blues and golds, or like Hafmir and Wolfric, just accentuating pieces of garment. And as you can see, many people have set up stalls for fried dough of some sorts with powdered, sugared, candied fruit, candied caramelized fruits, just anything you can think of that you can get at like a fair. That delicious, that delicious, like, this isn't food made by people or cooks. This is food made by folks, if you catch my drift, right?
Nice.
That sinfully delightful rusticness of food.
The food I make.
I want a fried stick on a stick.
Exactly. Fried stick on a stick, you got it.
I'm gonna get horseshoes, which is Texas toast, chicken, queso.
No, actually, queso is available. Cheese is available on Ozah. Anything with cheese costs. Anything with cheese has an 80% markup.
Oh shit!
Cool. Don't care. Horseshoes are amazing. You should be here sometime when we make them.
That does sound very good. Yeah, I imagine that y'all could easily spend anywhere between 1 and 5 silver on just delicious fair food on the way there.
Cool. Wolfric spends a gold.
Awesome. Yeah, the same. Yeah, and the same, like, just flagons of drink are being sold at a markup because you're allowed to take the cup with you. So it's almost like you're buying the cup with a drink. You know, they're getting you with that. Yeah. You know. And so all the way. And it's just a roaring good time as you move through this almost like carnival park. And until you all begin getting to the edge of a pool of water that everyone seems to just kind of be herding towards. Though y'all have a decently comfortable time, as no one seems to want to come within about a 15-foot radius of the lady's palanquin and her very large, statuesque armed guards, just again carrying this very large, opulent, cushioned throne through the city. Solwyn, Ragnan, this is not the body of water the two of you found.
Huh.
Okay.
You find what seems to be a much, much larger body of water.
Okay.
And let's see here. Let's see if we can do this right. So yeah, as you are making your way in, you can find it's a much larger body of water. Easily 5 or 6, maybe 10 times larger than the one you found.
I forgot, horseshoes also have fries on them.
Ooh. How is this a horseshoe? I'm trying to figure out why it's called a horseshoe.
Because it's 2 pieces of toast.
Okay.
And then the stuff gets piled on top of it.
Okay.
So it kind of becomes like an arch. It doesn't make sense. You don't question it. You just eat it.
It's fair food.
That's a good point. So yeah. So in this center of this area is a almost crystal clear lake. You can see stones on the shore. Crowds of people gathering. Some are out on small boats. Others seem to have formed into just these circles of people. Rings of people having just basically a lot of fun. These what you kind of recognize as like circular motioned dancing, like arms locked around shoulders, and people just kind of moving with and swaying. Music fills the air. You can hear singing. Do any of you speak Norrish?
No.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
None of you.
No, actually, it's like an open face sandwich. So you kind of like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, you just kind of basically the best way to kind of describe it is like listening to like church music, upbeat church music in Latin, right? It's a bunch of consonants that you don't really understand, but it's all being done to a melody and a tone. And all of this is, while like different because you've never experienced it, but familiar in that all of you have definitely been to an event like this at some point in your life. That this is what Afari festivals look like. Lots of communal singing and group dancing, um, and you see that like they're all moving not in the same direction, so you get these circles that are just like moving like against each other. People will move out of one, dive into another, and join a group, and it's all very beautiful and welcoming. And none of you are very sure what the songs or motions of the dance are.
Doesn't matter. I jump in.
Awesome. Give me a performance check. Are you proficient in performance?
Am I proficient in performance?
You know what? I don't assume that every bard is proficient in performance, because you only have to be proficient in an instrument to play an instrument.
Sure.
Anyway, are you proficient in...
I absolutely am.
Then roll with no disadvantage.
Awesome.
I'm doing it too, so I guess
Roll
I'm
with disadvantage.
Wolfric is too busy eating.
That's fair.
8.
25.
You have, I imagine, coming from an agricultural background. You're like it's almost less that it's like, nah, man, you don't actually need to know what you're doing. You have fun. And you very quickly pick up on the rhythms, and at least, while maybe not necessarily all the like hand movements or are in sync with all the legs, you very quickly pick up on the rhythm as the rotations of the circles match the song and music. You kind of very quickly pick up on like, oh yeah, that's the chorus. We do that during the chorus, as everyone throws their hands up in the air.
Yep.
And like claps twice. Ragnan,
I try.
You try. And trying is definitely important. And you almost feel like as you're moving, there's like a lot of jostle, like, oh crap, I'm supposed to move the other way. Like, so like you're kind of messing up the cogs. You're a wrench in the machinery of this. And you finally find yourself moving, now that we have some idea of where y'all are, in a dance. Ragnar, you just kind of said, are you off in any particular area as I bring in the palanquin? Which, so yeah, y'all would have entered in, presumably from somewhere on this side. Is there any particular space on this shore you'd want to be?
Who are you asking?
Both Chris and Sam.
I don't know.
As well.
Wherever there's food.
You can tell that as you've gotten closer, the stalls and kind of business setups have moved back. There does seem to just then be, like, this would be like kind of the closest to where food areas are. Havmir, any particular place that you wish to stand or be in with this, or try to get to?
No, probably just kind of staying back and watching the dance.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I would imagine then you are here. Lady Mir kind of, for lack of a better word, parks the palanquin. It is moved, and the guards are just standing there, just holding it.
Mm-hmm.
It does not touch the ground. Are there just kind of watching from what you feel is like a radius of will not be bothered, but
Yeah.
are freely able to observe. And so yeah, so what this kind of just feels like almost like a free open. You get a sense that there are some people kind of loosely orchestrating the songs and the dance of like as the just kind of the myriad of people here, which it is a very diverse group of people. Lots of Norfolk, lots of Yontir, and then just a myriad of everything else, much like the rest of the city. And then after about maybe an hour or so, or not even, maybe half an hour, Ragnan, you noticed that you were kind of shifted to other circles, and you found yourself down here on kind of on the southern shore with a lot of people much shorter to you've been relegated to the kids circle.
Oh no!
Rognan's not gonna do that.
It's like you were passed off to other circles that eventually got you to like you can tell it's like moms and kids.
Rognan's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And he's gonna leave. And
Okay.
Go back to normal circles. Like, he's not one to get shoved around like that.
It's less that it's like the
No, I know what
motion,
you mean.
yeah, and
I'm
yeah,
saying-
you start moving,
I'm
yeah,
saying-
your way.
Metaphorically shoved. He's
Yeah.
not gonna.
Sure. Yeah, you start kind of like making your way back up to get into the other circles, kind of getting your way in.
I'm gonna try and get to Solwyn. Maybe she can like give me some pointers.
You managed to get into the same circle. You start to kind of begin getting a feel for it as the sound of a gong just boom radiates out from kind of this location, the furthest island with the a small building on it. At which point everything just kind of the circles begin to slow, and they become less of like an exuberant dance, and now more of like a very slowly shifting, swaying motion. As
That was an odd change of pace.
5 figures, and you know, let's whoa, oh god. So my computer has a different version of Photoshop compared to okay, okay, cool, it didn't do it. And commands are different than what I'm used to them being. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
So I was trying to just kind of sway around, seeing the different groups, the island, the bridges. As you move out, you can see from this furthest aisle a group of figures. One in flowing robes, the other in just pure gold armor. You're kind of feeling like you're starting to notice a motif with ornate armors in this area. Is this maybe the one succinct thing of this location, while everything else is such a blend and melting pot? And as they move to this centered area, everyone, the swaying kind of comes to a still, and everyone, wherever they are, like on the boats, the different islands, everyone just kind of begins focusing in on this group and just kind of turning towards them.
They're adorable.
And aren't they? I found this thing. It was a very useful tool for just, I need clutter NPCs. And you begin to hear what sounds like the beginning of a sermon. And the person
in Norish.
I was about to say in Norish, but kind of like how the central speaker seems to have like a booming, almost unnatural voice to them. that just seems to radiate out across the area. You have absolutely no trouble hearing them. And as they begin to like speak in a very high, elevated, lofty voice, you can hear other people almost like repeating it, but like in common. Essentially, like resonant translators.
Well, it's a devil ritual. Time to start killing.
Here I go killing again.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh boy. And basically what kind of begins to proceed is just like a beginning of sermons. You talk about the blessings of the great and ancient Ozah. How it was a gift given to the world from our deceased savior Nor, god of oceans, god of splendor, god of treasure, which all lines up. Nor is your Poseidon-esque god of seas and waterways, and
everything in it,
and all the treasures and bounties found within.
Nice.
Hence why you see now kind of are coming to an understanding of all the accentuated gold and blue decor. Oh, yep, that all lines up. And preaching about how Ozah rose from the ocean, leaving its watery depths to come to us in our time of need those many centuries ago, when the skies darkened, the tyrannical wrath of the God King brood. Wolfric, you take maybe, I don't know particularly how religious or caring of your ancestral cultures you are.
I was wondering how the Andi would view Droxima.
It's muddled and mixed. There's a lot of variations where there's basically on one end of the slider you have your Adoxima apologists, and then you have the strict canonists, and it's a muddled of Adoxima is a god of great and mighty power, and that at the very least demands definitely respect, veneration, and love, question mark? It often comes off as a very one-sided relationship, that Adoxima was almost less a god you gave patronage to out of devotion, and was more of, yeah, guys, let's not piss off the storm god. Kind of deal. Right. While at the same time, there are definitely many ancestral roots of there are many admirable, redeeming, and even traits of Adoxima that wish to be immolated. He was powerful, he was strong, he was a competent, if not harsh, ruler. The variations over the centuries have kind of muddled that, but it has as many different views as, frankly, Christianity at this point. Like all the different splits and trees that have gone off.
Yeah. He's not offended by their view.
Yeah, like it's like tough but fair.
Or if he is, then this isn't the first time he's heard it. He's not shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the idea that as Adoxima brought forth the storms, Ozah left their ocean to bring safety and shelter and care for us, the children of the gods. And basically the idea that this society, this place, wouldn't exist, and that much of us, you get an idea of, if not for Ozah, society would have collapsed kind of vibe. How accurate that is, maybe, but that sounds like a little
it wasn't for us Americans, Hitler would have won. And that's
Yeah, you definitely get an idea of that's certainly a view, and true to definitely to some extent true. This is a very large, bountiful place. But the idea of the myth growing or being warped as time marches on, and uh, ceremonies begin. The priest and his armed attendants begin prayers and sermons. You see pillars of water rise and form shapes above, kind of shaping and telling a story as it all goes on. And then there's a quake. You can feel the world around you feels like it begins to shape. You see the horizon begin to go mildly crooked. And then you just a low rumbling bass fills you, like when you're at a concert and you're just like 5 feet away from or 10 feet away from the speakers, and you can just feel like the thump of the bass. All of that all just begins to radiate through you as you can see the horizon shift and undulate side to side, and the water begins to fill with light. A soft white light and silver motes begin to kind of rise off it in a mist. And the feeling you get around is just like an awe and veneration. Some people have like gone to their knees and gestures of kind almost like supplication, and people have their eyes closed in silent prayer as the beast seems to respond to whatever is happening with this festival and ceremony.
Is that supposed to happen?
I assume you are directing that comment at anyone in particular, or?
Yeah, just kind of under my breath.
If it's not, no one seems to be panicking.
Yeah, that's kind of the general what I was waiting for.
Okay.
I suppose.
Anyone
like kind of
else?
looking around at
Yeah.
other people, seeing like this is normal, right?
I mean, no one seems to be, again, behaving erratically. No one seems to be panicked. Your read of the room, and you have a pretty good read on rooms, is this is supposed to happen and is itself miraculous. And you kind of get you begin to be filled with a sense of basically a backing of what the priest said, that Ozah is not only a very large creature, but a creature shrouded in divinity, or at least very powerful magic. Because again, the whole lake is now almost like just a flat field of silvery mist. I do not have a visual effect for that. I only had much time for this Photoshop. Anyone else during this ceremony and miraculous event? Any?
I'm impressed.
I'm enjoying
Rognan's
myself.
just taking it in as it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You're way off frame, by the way.
That's the problem of not being able to see my camera. How's that? Is that way better? Or is
You
that,
are
or is that over?
centered.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Wow. God, that center. Fuck. Okay, time to rotate the chair. We gotta, there we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, just kind of like taking it all in. Ryan just sounded like he was just kind of enjoying the show.
Yeah, like
Or sorry,
That-
Wolfric.
Yeah, Wolfric's just having a good time.
Okay. So yeah, so as people are kneeling, praying, you do see some seem to be like taking coins, each gold coins, and are taking them and just tossing them towards the water as they just kind of disappear into this now opaque silvery pool of water, and you can just hear bloop bloop. It's just like faint splashes as people, like take the coin, hold them, and throw them.
I'll follow suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Yep.
Might as well.
So yeah.
When in Rome.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all are either able to throw them from where you are, or if you want to move closer to the water's edge. You kind of get a sense that people are kind of like undulating, like the crowd is like slowly undulating. Other people getting close to the edge, people receding back as they finish their prayers and the offerings they're giving.
I'll throw 4 coins in.
Okay.
I get more wishes than you.
can we tell what kind of coins people are throwing in, or just coins?
You very quickly get a sense that either individuals or like what you assume are couples or family units or other associations are taking very specifically golden coins and throwing them in.
Is it like a bunch, or like one per person, or
One per it seems to be like one per person, maybe one per couple or family unit. It depends. Like you can see like people will like hold a coin, other people will put their hands on it, like a small group prayer, and then one person chucks it in.
okay, I'll throw in a gold then. I don't know if Ragnan has any hopes or aspirations to put into the coin, but he puts good vibes on it.
Just sending those good vibes out there.
As good as Ragnan can give.
Okay. Yeah, and you just like hurl it from where you are.
As like ceremoniously as I can do. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, look at me.
Yeet. Okay. So yeah, as y'all do, and this seems to go on for what feels like maybe 15 on minutes. It seems to be whatever sermon or ritual there is kind of slowly coming to a close, and now it's just basically open prayer. And then suddenly a flash of violet. Another. And you just start seeing these murky flashes of purple light as people are now kind of being jostled out of this. And then there's motion on the water. A rippling thing as scaled skin begins to breach.
Ragnan definitely like hands on swords, looking around, making sure people are okay.
Undulating out of the
instinctively starts like pushing his way through the crowd towards whatever this is.
Undulating out of the water, breaking the surface, are a number of long serpentine creatures. Bared fangs as they motion towards the shore. Near the shrine, you see what at first you think is one head, 2 heads, and a third head, 3 serpents, until its coiled form breaks the water's surface, and you can see a conjoining as a three-headed creature breaks the way and very quickly panic, excitement, and pandemonium begins to break out.
What's that lady's name? Lady,
Mirror.
Mir. Lady Mir, this isn't normal, right?
You don't get a response as now screams have begun to erupt, but you can see her face a distance away from you, and it is just very cold. Nothing like the usual visage on her face. That very warm, unreadable smile has just turned into a very thin, flat expression, her brow barely furrowed. I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Dang it, she's mad because we didn't hook up with her.
Oh. Okay. Get your numbers and I'll be ready for y'all. Okay, let's get to this page. Good job, Philip. Good job. At least I had this bookmarked far in advance because I thought we were going to get to it last session. I just need to make sure I have the other page. Okay. The next one is there. Yep. And then this creature. Okay. So.
Hey, Philip,
Yes.
we slept. In the morning, I definitely would have gotten a new.
Roll your D8.
3.
What's the category?
Yeah, I'll tell you 1 second.
Wait a minute. Where's my beautiful beasties?
3 is friends.
Oh, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have a feeling that's one of the few? I don't know. Okay, got that. Let's see here. I will get to it when, as we rise to your turn. If
that's fine.
Oh, no, that's not fair because you need to know what the effect is. Well, I guess you know what the effect is. Okay, then yeah, we'll get to the flavor text when it comes to your turn and when when it's unleashed. Okay, so 20 to 15.
20.
Nice. Okay. Anyone else?
Sorry, 16.
16.
Yeah.
15 to 10.
13.
A perfectly reasonable 13.
Okay.
Oh. Also perfectly reasonable, I guess.
Okay, so that's...
Mine's better.
Mine had a higher die number.
So?
I don't know.
I'll trade die numbers with you.
But then you'll go faster. I don't know why my camera keeps flashing green, like, every couple minutes.
Yeah, it's been doing that for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's doing it.
It doesn't affect anything except that, so...
I don't know why it's happening.
Are you still using the OBS plugin?
No.
This is just your direct camera?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, because it's kind of always done that, and I just thought that it was part of something with your camera setup, but
I don't know what it is. Do you know? I mean, has it happened since like the first session?
I mean,
I remember seeing it
was
earlier.
happening with Zeitgeist, even.
Yeah, no, I meant the first session of Zeitgeist.
Oh, then I don't know.
No idea. It's been happening a while, though.
Let me scroll down. I need to make sure I use the right variation of this creature. Yep.
He's gonna kill us, isn't he?
Probably.
I feel like that's up for the
Good
dice
try.
up to the dice to decide in what actions you choose to take.
Well, there's also like maybe the combat maybe is overtuned and we die, but like maybe
That
it's
sounds
not.
like y'all's fault for not rising to the challenge.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just gonna crush them beneath our heels.
That's
because we're
also
so
possible.
strong.
Maybe I scaled it, James. Do you ever think about that?
No, it's possible. I've never fought a Hydra, so I don't know what their difficulty is. I'm assuming it's a Hydra.
I mean, you
honestly,
fought a
I-
Hydra like thing in Zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Did we?
How'd that go?
Remember
I
that?
don't remember.
It was like
I remember it
not
like
that
it
long
was
ago.
yesterday. Immediately cuts to that part of that stream. Anyway, Solwyn, you're first.
It was on the boat.
I would like to run
Oh,
Oh yeah.
30 feet across that bridge as far as I can go.
Okay, yeah, to help people with squares. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, you could be here or here.
I'll do the upper square.
Okay.
And then
Actually, sorry, just real quick, let me do something that I hope will make this visual a little bit easier. Of doing this magic. We're gonna do this.
Wow. I
Try
don't
to
see it happen yet.
ooh.
try and make the tokens
Wow.
pop a little more to
Yeah.
hopefully help with some of the visual.
Okay. How
Also,
far
it's foggy.
am I from each of the creatures?
Okay. So we have our. I can actually do this. So we have a smaller acidic green snake over here.
See that?
Okay.
Two very large, thick boys.
Yep.
Which are huge. So 15 by 15. Another, and then our 3-headed huge boy, all of which are at most 30 feet from you.
Okay. They're all 30 feet or closer.
They are all 30 feet or closer.
Sweet. I am going to target the 3 big boys.
Okay.
With Bane, and they all need
Ooh.
to make
Charisma saving
checks.
throws. Okay.
Yeah.
We will start with these 2 large constrictors. This top boy rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
The lower boy did much worse. He rolled a 5, so he got a 1. There.
All right.
And then
You look pretty confident now.
And then the 3-headed feller rolled an 18, and so he got a 21.
Okay.
Oh.
So I can now do. Let's see here. So this guy.
Yeah.
We can do. Let's see if this works.
I was hoping they all had shitty charisma.
I mean, 2 of them definitely did.
And yet.
Man, that third one though, he's got such a pretty face.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't say no to that face.
That's not working. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We'll just use. Oh my god. Bane. Okay, so movement, action for casting spell. Anything else? So
Pretty sure.
relevant parts of this combat.
Are any of my
basically-
party members within 30 feet of me?
I am.
Yes. Sorry, making sure I'm getting names right. They're also Nordic. I get lost in them. Ragnan is definitely within 30 feet. Your other 2 allies are much further away.
Okay, that's fine. I'll holler at Ragnan. I'm like, I mean, I didn't see this coming, but I've seen that you're gonna kick some ass, and you have an inspiration.
Okay,
It's a
just
D8, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
nice.
I definitely thought this combat was bigger. I'm glad that it's just these that we can see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just these 3? Okay.
Yeah,
And the little one.
And the little one.
The little one is not to be underestimated.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna end up being the scariest one of all. Somehow.
Right?
Yeah, and I've just.
Okay, that's everything.
Okay. It is now the big boys' turns. This one is going to make an attack. You just see this one lunge out of the water and just strike down and dragging this person, and you just see their body disappear into these long, thick coils.
Oof.
That's rude.
Yeah.
This one is going to move here and attempt to attack a pedestrian. It gets a negative D4 because Bane. So that's in. And then another person is just pulled into it. Oh, shit. I thought I locked that.
God,
at which
I
point,
totally
Wolfric, it is your turn.
Cool. Wolfric's just gonna head straight for the biggest thing he can get to.
Okay. What is your movement speed?
40.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would you go in the water?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's your movement.
Cool.
Go for the top one. I'll go for the bottom one.
Sounds like a plan. And he's gonna rage.
Okay. Bonus action. Rage as
bonus
this.
action.
Yeah,
Rage. The lightning crackles along him.
Yep.
And gonna go ahead and throw a javelin.
The top one.
That one up top. Yeah.
Okay, it is 20 feet away, so that should be easy enough.
Does he get the bonus to it? No, bonus rage is bonus to damage.
It is yes, but only to melee attacks.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, me and James had a similar conversation about it.
Cool.
And
26.
that definitely hits.
Ooh.
10 piercing damage.
Hell yes.
Okay.
And
10 piercing damage.
Within. Boop, 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 boop. How big's my aura? Oh, it's only 10 feet. Okay, nothing's within 10 feet. So, yeah, that's me.
Just double checking.
Oh, wait. I can throw 2 javelins.
Oh, yes, you can. In fact, throw 2 javelins. Do you have 2 javelins?
He does.
Yes.
I figured. Right,
Okay.
it's Hofmir that lost javelins.
I still have 6.
Yeah.
No.
I never.
I've got 3
I never
more
used
javelins
any javelins.
after this one,
I meant
which
Ragnan.
was a 18.
That also hits. Sorry, Ragnan lost javelins on the sky
8
ship.
piercing damage.
I'm very sorry, Sam. How much piercing?
8.
8. Okay, so for a total of 18 damage between the
Yeah.
two. Okay.
Yep. I'm happy with that at range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. At which
Oh,
point?
wait, I forgot to add the 2 damage from. Oh, that's only
Nope,
melee attack.
melee.
That's right,
Yep.
I said that.
At which point? Little feller here's just gonna come over here and boop a snoot.
Oh, I didn't even see little feller.
It's if it was a snake, it would
Little
have hit you.
blood.
He's gonna do it all by himself.
He is. I mean, to give you a sense, this is a medium-sized snake. This is a solid 8-foot snake.
It's a solid snake.
It's a solid snake. 22 versus AC.
Yeah.
Metal
I
Gear.
guess.
Sorry, that was a terrible hit. Metal Gear.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes, that hits.
That was against me. Oh no, that's you.
No, it's against him.
I got the barbarians confused.
Oh,
no.
wait. One moment. It's there. It has a
Why
reach.
did we do this to ourselves?
As it lunges out, it finds purchase as these two needle-like fangs dig into your calf for 8 piercing damage.
Cool. Reduce that to 4.
Yep. And please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con save. 25.
You pass for half damage. Wow. 2 poison damage. These dice are getting yeeted across the room.
No, keep them.
Nah, I got nah, fam. I got 12 more D6s I can go through before.
You know, if you keep showing your dice that you have no trust and faith in them, they'll keep treating you badly.
We
develop experience.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Keep trading, then they can level up.
Yeah,
If
so
you
it
show
reaches
them
in,
support-
bites you, and then coils back on the shore. At which point, y'all hear a bunch of screaming from over here.
Oh boy, more.
Oh, that's a thing.
What kind of thing?
Don't worry about it. Just
Okay, well, if you say I'm not gonna worry about it, I guess I just won't help those people over there at all. It'll be fine.
you hear lots of screaming and hissing as just kind of filling the air lowly. Okay. Yeah.
Those
wait.
people aren't dead. They're just unconscious, right?
Whatever you want to
out.
tell yourself.
Yeah, James, and later they're going to load them into sleeping bags.
They're just sleeping, right?
Definitely just sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, that one turned invisible, so he's probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just fucking disappeared. Ragnan, Halfmere. Y'all have your choices as to who wants to go where.
I'll go first. It doesn't really make much of a difference.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, that's up to y'all to decide whether it makes a difference.
I think for now, it doesn't, because I think we're going in different directions.
Yeah. So Ragnan is going to pull out his Delaran longsword.
Okay.
He's gonna hold it in 2 hands.
Okay.
He's gonna rage, and Seer will protect these people, and charge after the big snake.
This one
to the
here.
South. Yeah.
Okay.
I have exactly enough movement to get there.
Yes,
I
you
have 40
do.
feet. And then I will attack
Okay.
while raging. Recklessly? Is that a thing I can do, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
recklessly.
You can definitely
I
attack
couldn't
recklessly.
remember if that was a base barbarian thing. So I'm gonna recklessly attack, because honestly they're just gonna hit me anyways.
Maybe not that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 7. That would be a 26.
That definitely hits.
The other one was a natural 1, so good thing I was reckless. The second one is a 22.
22 hits.
Boy.
Cool.
There.
The first hit is gonna do D10 plus 6 plus a D6 plus 3. So 13 physical damage and 4 radiant damage.
Okay.
And rage.
Huh?
Did you
Rage
include
damage?
rage in
That
that?
was with with
so
rage.
so that was 13 and 4.
Yep, and then the second one is 16 physical damage.
Okay. Okay. This thing is looking quite upset. And yeah, that makes it Hoffmir's turn. Hoffmir.
All right. Hoffmir is gonna just take off at a dead sprint towards the larger serpent. Nope.
Oh, just like straight.
Due west.
Beep beep.
As he's running, he'll summon the resplendent flame.
Yep. Okay. Bonus
arms,
action. Okay, so you spend your first 20 movement getting here.
And then he's just gonna leap at the large boy.
Please give me an athletics check.
All right. That's a 15.
Okay.
Anyway, I could have moved one more space than that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, what's your base movement?
40.
40. Wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're in the water. It's probably chest high.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean you're close to shore, and it's and so yeah, chest high, and as you do, there's just an immediately hissing of steam radiating up around you as the flames of your arms make contact with this water.
All right. So yeah, just like leap, jump, pull out the sword, and just like slash at the thing as I close in.
Make an attack roll, please.
All right. That's a 2.
Total?
So that not total, but it's a 2 on the die. So let's follow up with a second attack, which is a 14.
That hits.
Ooh, okay. So that'll be max damage of
Solid.
13.
Wow, okay.
Slashing.
Okay. This one is also looking. You just I imagine you're like doing a running leap from the shore, sword above, and you just bring it crashing down on this thing.
Pretty much.
As the blade just like slices through, like, and you see as it like wreathes and writhes, like a semicircular just like gape opens as the blade just like went like halfway through its girth, which now makes it this one's turn.
Hi, boy.
Oh, right, it has that. Oh, well, it passed anyway. I need my player's handbook. And Solwyn, you actually know. What's the range on this spell? I need
2 feet. Can't even hit his own feet. He doesn't have feet either.
I need Ragnan to make, I believe, it's a saving throw. I'll let you know what kind as soon as I refine the spell. I'm pretty sure it is a wisdom saving throw.
You got this.
Well, I rolled the die already. I just need to decide if I want to use my inspiration or not.
You got inspiration?
No, I mean like the bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe you can use that on saving throws.
Yeah, I just need to decide if I. It's a close. It's a 14. A 14. I'm not using it, so 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
The save was boo! Okay. Okay. So as you're attacking this large constrictor that has this one person just swallowed in its coils, you catch out of the corner of your eye these 3 heads moving in succinct, and you just hear this whispered, and you just feel it getting into your head, but you just shake it out of it. Did you use the inspiration, or did you go without?
I went without.
Okay, and yeah, you just shake it off, and you're unsure as to what that was. And...
If I wasn't raging, I'd probably quip like, I'll get to you next. But right now, Seer is extremely focused in his intent. With swords. Actual swords.
Okay. And which points? +4. 2 attacks. Does a 23 hit your AC, Ragnan?
Yes. Did you have advantage?
I did not. Oh. Cool. The second attack wasn't a crit.
And Bane.
He's not affected by Bane. The 3-headed one passed.
Oh.
Only the bottom one got baned.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that was the one attacking.
No, this is still the 3-headed one.
Okay.
Oh.
And then does a 20 hit your AC, Solwyn?
Yes.
Okay, then you both take, or rather, Ragnan takes 5 piercing damage, which is Barbar Rage reduced down to 2.
Huh? What?
You're raging, right?
Yeah. Sorry, damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we made up for it on the backswing, and then... Okay. Polar motherfuckers. Okay, so the 2 heads on the left and right open up, and you see what looks like a barb, and then as a flash, this long, sinewy, pink tongue with a bone-white tip launches at the 2 of you.
Why does a tongue need a bone tip?
Gross.
Where you... So...
Fish.
Sure. Ragnan, you take 5 piercing damage. Would have taken the 5 piercing damage, which got reduced to 2 because you're raging.
Right.
Then you take 11 poison damage.
Ow.
Solwyn also takes 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Presumably no reduction.
Yes.
And then 6 poison damage.
Okay.
At which point you... Let's see who... That spell. We go back to the top. Solon, what do we got going on?
Alright, I'm gonna take 2 more steps forward to like the dead center of that island.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast blindness on the 3-headed snake.
Okay. That's a Constitution saving throw?
It is.
Does a wait. Oh wait, nope, advantage. Does a
Rude.
15 beat your DC?
Fuck! It meets my DC. Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the range on Bardic Inspiration if you wanted to do it?
30.
30. If you wanted to do it, you would have your choice of Ragnan and Hofmir. Both are within 30. Wolfric is just out of range.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll shout over Hofmir. Be like, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but kick its ass.
I love peppy bard inspiration. It's great. Is there anything else you would like to do? You do have 20 feet more feet of movement.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm not a run up and punch things. I am a stay as far away from everything as possible.
Okay.
And move shit around.
You know what? That's fair. Constrictor with Bane does a. Oh, that's. Oh wait, did you attacked recklessly, right?
Damn it.
Yes.
Still baned.
Still baned, but we'll see if this makes the difference. Does a. I do not believe a 14 hits your AC, does it?
It doesn't.
Then
I'm powerful because I'm naked.
Yep. As
I'm
this
wearing
person
clothes,
this person has been released and just dropped in the water. It was trying to constrict you. Let's see how the story plays out. Up.
Shit.
Yes.
I took 11 damage. I have to make a con save for my.
Oh,
Bane.
for Bane? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay.
What were you saying, Philip?
Sorry.
We are going to see if the monk can be constricted.
No. I just checked.
Yeah, no, that sounds fair. Let's then mosey. It rolled an 11. It rolled an 11. This person has been just released in the water. As these things are now turning on the things that are desperately trying to hurt them. Wolfric, it is your turn.
Cool. Gonna keep running around towards the biggest thing I can get to.
What's your movement speed again?
40.
So you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The biggest thing you could get into melee with is either of the constrictors.
Cool. I'll take the top one.
Top one. Yeah, you could be there. If that's good for you.
Cool. Attacking recklessly with first attack.
Okay, let's do that.
That's going to be an 18.
Hits.
$15 damage.
Oh boy.
And second attack.
Man, y'all are pumping this out.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
8
because
plus
you're
5
rage.
plus my
Sorry.
rage.
Rajay.
The second one is a 26.
That hits.
And that's going to be 14. And then bonus action, lightning strike. It needs to make a...
Or, sorry, with your action of 2 strikes against the creature, how do you want to do this?
Oh,
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah,
just straight up
exactsies.
run up, one hack in, partway through, second hack in, just cut its head off.
Yeah. It just plops, like lands at your feet, stares at you for a moment before the head just kind of teeters and just plop, 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 sploosh into the water. The body just flails, a spurt of like sickly purple blood just spews like a fountain for a minute before it just like a tree just flops in as the body just slowly sinks beneath the silvery glowing water.
Nice. Oh, I could have just run across the water. I have a swim speed of 30 feet. I forgot that.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think you have advantage on because you're raging.
21. No,
You
23.
so yeah, you would have been here, run, fuck this bridge, leap, and would have had enough to get there.
Cool.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with all of that narrative. So yeah, this guy toast. As its body sinks beneath the water.
Is there any sign of the body that it had grabbed?
That person you can see kind of flailing out in the water, freaking out because they're in, presumably from their point of view, they only saw it go under the water. They didn't see the head go off as they resurface and are fearful as to what other things might be lurking below the surface.
What race are they?
Bronir.
Okay.
At which point, doesn't need to move. Reach of 10. I don't remember what level monk you are, Redbeard, but I think this might be
5 levels of monk.
Not enough levels of monk, so I don't have to worry about that. But again, I'm pretty sure an 11 doesn't hit your AC, does it?
It does not.
I'm rolling like poop tonight, guys. Wait,
Notice.
I'm sorry. Does a 13 hit your AC?
Let me
Got
double
him.
check.
Hmm?
No.
Okay. I've I have
Rolling
crit.
well against them.
I've crit 2 of these pedestrians.
Yep.
They're just sleeping.
Yeah, I've put to bed because it was way past their bedtime. It's time for naps.
It is time for naps.
Rognan, Hofmir, it is y'all's turn. Who would like to go first?
I'll just keep taking care of my business over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep recklessly attacking. So
Do it.
first attack. I'm gonna pull out my other longsword. So I'm gonna be dual wielding.
Okay.
That would be a crit.
Okay.
So that would be maximum damage, which is hold on. Let's see. D8 plus, so 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 9 is 14 plus 9. I can do this. 23 plus 9 is 32 plus 9,
Did you
10,
crit?
11. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck, I lost 32 plus 11 is 43 damage with my first attack.
Okay.
That was
Whoa.
the sword and also the divine fury,
Yeah.
since that was the first hit of the turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. What do you want to do with your second attack?
Is it still up?
These attacks happen simultaneously.
Do they?
Basically,
you
it's
can move, no. You can move in between your attacks.
yes, but you get 2 attacks with your attack action. You don't get
Yes,
movement
but-
between the 2 attacks.
No, you do.
You can.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could move between action, but I
can.
thought you had movement before your action and after your action, not both. Between them, in the
Extra
middle
attack specifies that you can move between your attacks.
of. Okay. Then yeah, this. How do you want to do this?
It's gonna kind of go up in like a bright white flame, as the divine fury just incinerates it with all of the intent of Seer's, desire
Yeah.
to protect these people.
Okay. So yeah, your blade just like bisects the head vertically, and it's just caught in this prismatic flame. It writhes and it slowly burns down the creature like a fuse, and it just disappears ashy in the water.
Cool. And then I'm going to move to the big triple-headed snake.
Okay. That was 25 movement.
Cool. Then I will attack him with my second attack.
Okay.
Which is a 24.
Hits.
Cool. That is 11 damage.
Okay.
And then my offhand.
Wait. Oh, right. Bonus action.
Yep. That's why I
used
the weapon in two hands last turn. 14.
To hit?
Yeah.
Miss.
The
the blade just sliding down its scaly hide.
That's all I've got.
Okay. Then that puts us over to Hofmir.
All right. I'm just gonna look over at Wolfric and say, "Handle this one, will you?" And just run off towards the Hydra.
Okay. So moving through this.
Referring to the little one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Moving through the water is like up to your waist. Oh, that's 10 feet of your movement. You're able to climb up the embankment, which is some more of your movement. So you've used up, I'd say at this point, 15 feet of your movement.
Keep moving.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Seems good.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and attack with my longsword. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage, slashing.
Okay.
Second attack, 21 to hit.
That hits.
11 slashing.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Go for it.
17 to hit.
Hits.
8 radiant, let's say.
Okay.
And then an extra 24 to hit.
That hits. I'm not listening to the Monster Manual CRs ever again. This
7.
Yeah,
7.
I'll be straight with you. The 5th edition monster CRs are kind of fuck.
Yeah. I'm not using their calculator ever again. This was supposed to be a deadly encounter.
I go to the D&D Beyond thing and knock everything up to a deadly level, and then I like max out HP on everything. And I'm like,
I did that.
You go, fucker.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Screw this going by the book horseshit. Okay. Let's see here. So, is there anything else, Redbeard?
Yeah, I just need to do like 6 more attacks real quick.
Cool. How fast is this thing again?
If I had another level of fighter, I probably would.
I was just gonna say action surge, flurry of blows.
Ugh.
Not quite.
Ugh.
I don't think I can do another flurry of blows.
You can't.
But... Oh, Philip, I don't want to hear dick from you after all the shit you pulled.
Yeah, I know. So the creature recoils underneath the surface of the water.
That's probably bad.
I don't like that.
Merges up over here.
Do we get an attack of opportunity for him?
No. There are no... Yeah. It went under the water, not leaving your threat range, but unseen. and moves, so there's no chances for attacks of op. Hofmir, give me another wisdom saving throw, please.
Me give another?
Sorry. God damn it. Why am I doing this? Y'all are on the same initiative, and your names are next to each other, and I'm making up excuses. Ragnan, please
I
give
don't
me
think
a
we even
wisdom
have any
saving
like
throw.
the same letter. I guess we both have A's in our name.
Yep, that's exactly
second-
it. And you both have
vowel is an
R's.
A.
Anyway,
there is no R in my name.
At the beginning, but
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was about to say.
I was looking for little
Anyway, Ragnan, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. I got a 16.
Okay. I hate all of you.
Yeah. I forgot I had one of those. Oh, I know I should have done.
Let's see here.
Stunning fist.
Yeah, that's that good shit. Ragnan does a double checking. I believe a 16 hit your AC.
Yes.
Okay.
Was that with advantage?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Not a crit.
I'm nothing if
Darn.
not generous.
For 7 piercing damage, reduced to 3 because rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take 9 poison damage. As again, one of these barbed tongues latches out and sticks into your calf, and then you just feel this burning flowing in through your leg, and might be turning some of the flesh a necrotic-y green. And then advantage. Woohoo! Not a nat 1. Into a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
For, once again, after reduction, 3 piercing damage, because apparently I can only roll 5s. For 11 poison damage.
Okay. Ow.
Let's see here. And now we go to, let's see here. Shift up this way. Let's see here. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And then, nope. Fuck. Dice falling on the floor. I guess, yeah, it would be Wulfric who sees this. Lady Mir, you see puff of smoke coming out of her pipe, pulls it out and takes the mouthpiece, points it at the snake at the shore, and a plume of magenta flame just erupts from the creature as it writhes in the heat or radiance of this, as it gives off a very bright light, and then it quickly fades away. Solwyn, it is your turn.
Alright, I would like to cast Shatter.
Okay.
At 3rd level.
Okay.
So I should be able to.
Yeah.
It's a 10 foot radius.
Yeah, you would very easily. What's the range of the spell?
60 feet.
Yeah, you would very easily be able to like put it here. That would radiate to this edge of the creature and affect nothing else. Maybe some of these low-hanging branches.
Sure. I don't give a shit about branches.
Yeah.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it. Hooray for advantage! I got a Constitution, you say?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's an 8.
Fuck yeah! Take full damage, biatch!
No, not my beautiful snake creature that I spent more time finding.
What is this bullshit? What is this bullshit?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it. Now.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, wait, 10?
10 damage.
10?
Fuck that shit. Yeah, 10 on
Wow.
48.
So,
Wow.
how do you want to do this?
Yay!
I thought I spent more time finding the art asset for this creature than it's lived.
Yay!
I mean, that seems probably
Woo!
typical.
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah,
Pretty cool.
how do you want to do
Neato.
this?
I just kind of. I mean, let's see.
Shatter.
Yeah,
I mean, I have a description if you don't have anything right at the moment.
I kind of want like its teeth to fall out.
Oh yeah, so as this thing turns and hisses at y'all,
I hate that dream.
you all hear just like this low, ever present like tinnitus, like a tuning fork in your ear as this thing racks the teeth in its open mouth as it's just like cricking in pain, shatter, and you see its body move at these very like sharp diagonal motions as you can hear the cracking of what almost you think for a moment are branches, but Rognan and Wolfric, you know from your violent pasts, it's the sound of breaking bone.
Ugh.
As this thing's body is just shattered. As its form slowly sinks into the oceans. At this point, you can hear the sound of people moving against things. A person has imposed themselves on this priest, and basically these guys finally move into action, and things are very quickly settled. The crowd, unsure of what they were supposed to do. Most of the people on shore at this point had like, no, that's not what I wanted.
GTFO?
Yeah, they GTFO and why?
I'm gonna dive in after the person who had been constricted.
Yeah, you're able to the south or north of you.
The north.
Okay, yeah, the one you were aware of.
I will
Yeah,
also
you're
dive
able
in and
to
help find people since I can breathe underwater.
Wait, what?
Rognan is just like
Yeah.
rage
You can what?
killing snakes.
It's part of being a storm.
Oh,
barbarian.
yeah. I dig
wow.
it.
Lightning. I have a 40-foot swim speed and I can breathe underwater. Sorry.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so yeah, I just
I've
imagine.
never known anyone to not be bear totem raging barbarian.
I mean,
and Catherine was like, "Look, dude, I know you want to be a bear totem because it's the greatest tank ever, but everyone plays that. Please play something else." And was like,
I
"Alright,
mean,
cool."
I was super impressed by James's crit because if he gets the crit on the first hit, he gets to like it's max base damage with a D6 thrown on top. It's gross. Zealot
Yeah.
Barbarian is the crit slot machine. Because they get so many extra dice that are applied to their weapon attacks. But yeah, so I imagine Hofmir, you're able to quickly like kind of swim that person to shore. You're able to get them to this southern area, which kind of has like it wraps around that north to the shore. I just imagine that Wolfric, you jump in the water, disappear underneath the surface, and then you just emerge, picking this person up walking to the shore.
Yeah, just like somebody over her shoulder. Yeah.
And yeah, so as things begin to calm down, as you you're all kind of looking around, seeing if anything else is going to rise. You hear a hiss from over in this direction as this thing is just again writhing in this radiant magenta energy as it just, and you see Lady Mir just smiling, half-lidded, her the mouth of her pipe pointed at this creature, a delicate pinky with gold, that ornament extended as it just is reduced to nothing and dust, lost in the shimmering water.
Cool.
Neat.
I'm glad you're on our side. I wasn't really sure at first. You, didn't talk and just looked serious and angry.
These are portents of unfortunate things, but I don't think you'll need to worry.
Did somebody orchestrate this attack, or is this one of those random occurrences we've heard about?
Seeming, so yeah, I imagine y'all begin recongregating in a group, moving to the mainland. People are moving. Boats have been rowed away. The whole area is kind of evacuating. The groups of priests move into the shrine. And she says, "They certainly do seem random, don't they? But I have worries that there's something working in the shadows of the city. These creatures, the things that appear, I don't, basically she said, I don't think it's random, and I don't think it's without intent. Someone or something is unleashing these creatures."
Rude.
Cool.
But don't think too much on it. You have a journey ahead of you. I'm sure whatever this is will be sought out. I'm here. The tower has been looking into things, and who knows? Maybe it's an adventure for when you return.
Perhaps.
Well, I do not know about you, but I feel like going back home. I think this was enough excitement for me.
Yeah. As we start to walk away, I smack Ragnan on the back and I'm like, "Let me tell you a story I know about some friends." And you get 11 hit points back.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got hurt real bad.
I know. I actually got hit for 11 points, so I got back up to full on this. But yeah.
You both get it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I get to give it to one person, and then they get to choose another person, and the first person can be myself.
Oh, okay. So you chose yourself, and then
I chose myself, and then gave it to him.
But that's so you could, in theory, chain it to Ragnan, and then Ragnan picks a person, and they could.
Yeah.
I like that. That's super cool.
Yep.
Huh. What is that?
That is my
It's friendship, Redbeard.
It's friendship.
Friendship.
So with that, the power of friendship is how we will end tonight's stream, tonight's encounter, and we'll see what else is in store for our heroes as they finish out the water festival and are hopefully able to begin making their way east on whatever adventure lies there. The dangers and intrepid plots of Ozah behind them.
Cool.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. This
Thanks
is
for coming out.
tonight's session. Went a little over, but we also started a little late. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Chris, what else do we got going on?
I think I'm back to Thursday again this week with
Cool.
Paper Mario. I know it's been back and forth, but
Yeah.
We're coming down the home stretch on that.
Cool.
It's been real fun. So tune in for some of that Thursday night. We're also talking about maybe doing a Commander stream on Saturday.
Ooh, yeah. I'll be able to hopefully give you more updates on my availability for that. I should be able to make it. I need to re-coordinate with Andrew.
Do you think my boss would get angry if I set up my phone in the break room?
Yeah, you'd probably be fine.
You'd be
Based
fine.
on how much free time you guys have? No. Also, I might be doing a movie stream Friday night or possibly Saturday after the Commander stream. I haven't worked things out.
Yeah, so I guess keep up to date on our Facebooks and social medias and Discords and Twitter. I don't know. Do we? I don't know.
I haven't updated the Facebook.
Delete your Facebook.
Delete your Facebook, kids. Anyway, yeah, thanks for...
Discord and maybe Twitter.
Yeah, Discord and Twitter. We have a whole Discord full of us and other good people,
you can
good
use
friends.
An image of my dad's mugshot as an emoji.
Follow our Insta chat. Snapgram.
It's FaceTime, you pleb. Anyway, yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.